Atlanta United Fan TV, 1-1 draw, pre-drab game throughout it, but the substitutions worked, and Dom to Mulroney, and we are able to level it for a very crucial point. But what were your thoughts of the match?
I was screaming at the TV until we tied the game. I talk about chemistry every time we do this, and it doesn't seem like this team has any. Especially early on in that game, the passes are always going backwards. Even when they're trying to pass it forward, they're not passing it forward to the player. They have to come back for it, and that's why we're never moving forward. And I understand we have players in and out of this lineup. It's always just a mystery on who's going to get the mystery knocked before the game. It feels like that's what's happening, but it still feels like these guys don't know what the other one's going to do, which is stopping the buildup, and we're not getting any scoring chances. We maybe had one shot, and I know it wasn't on goal in the first half, and it's depressing.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, it's certainly maybe also a lack of continuity with the starting 11 slash, the quality might really not be there as well. But like, what do you pin it down to in terms of maybe why we looked so so drab?
I mean, it comes back to the midfield. The midfield's got to get it to the forwards, and it's not happening.
Mm-hmm.
And when we saw Moreno in for the limited amount of time that we did on Saturday, that helped.
Mm-hmm.
Players were getting in, at least getting into that opportunity to have a chance. And it seemed like players were also playing with a little bit more confidence with him around. Um, it seemed like we took two steps back, and players didn't know what to do. Gallagher has been great for an extended period of time. He's starting to branch off now, and he seems to be struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is seeming to struggle on the offense, but the defense, Miles Robinson and Anton Walks, fantastic job. I mean, that game could have been, and even Bello at different times. I know he got burned a
Mm-hmm.
little early on, but
Mm-hmm.
they were fantastic. I can't say anything negative about the defense.
Yeah, they saved us time and time again throughout the match, but unfortunately, an old friend in Breck Shea scores against us again. Uh, what do you make of that situation where we see a totally different Breck Shea for Inter Miami, and he's scored his, I believe, 2 goals on the season, both against us.
He must use special hair conditioner before these matches. Uh, DeBoer made that comment, I think late last
Mm-hmm.
year, where he said his career was done, something like that. And I wonder if he took that to heart, because he has played fantastic against us, and
Mm-hmm.
you just saw it coming. And I thought at that point, we really still hadn't made any offensive plays at that point. I thought it was over, but then comes the super sub, Flash Dom, fantastic.
Yeah, he definitely looks just a different player for them, and it's I'll say it, it's annoying for sure. But in terms of our goal, it was the substitutions that Glassy made. Can you give credit to him for the substitutions that ultimately helped us level it?
Miami, I think they only used two subs
Mm-hmm.
in that game, and everybody looked sweaty and they looked tired. And Miami definitely started falling off there, and some of their
Mm-hmm.
older guys that they had weren't moving well.
Mm-hmm.
And the subs they came in at a perfect time.
Mm-hmm.
Marini and Dom, when I play FIFA online, I always know those are the two guys I'm putting in when everyone's tired to fly around everybody. And Glass stole my FIFA tactics and did it. And it was great. They were able to move around. Dom even had that chance to win the game. At the end there, you make it 2-1, but fortunately it didn't happen. But I'd like to see more play out of them, and honestly, I'd like to see them continue to come in late in games to
Mm-hmm.
use that speed to get around these tired guys, because next year there's probably not going to be five subs. There's going to be three. So I think that he would be that perfect guy to come late games. Especially next season.
Mm-hmm. For you, does he ever start? I mean, obviously, he has to get some match fitness to be able to maybe start on a more consistent basis. But is he a starter for you?
I think anybody could be a starter next year. I'm hoping that he can be.
Hmm.
If he continues to get that stamina and is able to play well. My problem with him is his defense is not there, and I'm hoping to see more of him. Again, it's hard to judge him because the time that he's played in, he wasn't match fit, so he wasn't playing a lot, or he did seem like he was just not all the way there yet. Then he gets injured. Now he's coming back in. So, if he can continue for the next few games coming in off the bench and being that super sub for us, and then the last few games be able to start, I'm happy. And like I've been saying for the past month, this is a tryout for everybody. If we make the playoffs, bonus. But right now, everybody's playing for a spot on this team next year, and I'm sure he'll be there. And after today's game, I'm hoping Anton Walks is going to be there, and everybody else is, their resume is continuing to grow.
Sure, sure, sure. Now, obviously we have a tough matchup on the weekend. What's your confidence level going in?
Oh boy, scared, real scared. It's just a mystery, and we talk about this all the time. Is who's going to be in the starting lineup? I had no clue that Escobar was not going to be there. I look up and down that list every time because I always miss somebody that I'm surprised it's going to be in the lineup that's not. Moreno, I think we found out a little earlier that he wasn't going to be in, and then Escobar. If we can get Escobar and we can get Moreno into that lineup, I'm not counting Barco in for quite some time.
Mm.
But if we can get those guys in, I could see some confidence, in them and being able to, hopefully get a goal. The defense, like I said, it's playing well, and they're finally playing with some chemistry. Mesa's still a mystery to me. I'm assuming that he's still hurting because if not, I would think that he would have been in the lineup tonight.
Mm-hmm.
But those three guys right there, if we can get them in and we can continue to get that back line working together, we've got a chance. We didn't allow a goal in the first 5 minutes, and I'm not as scared. Maybe there were some times today where it looked a little shaky, but they're getting back and they're stopping those additional chances, which we weren't doing before. So I think that if we can continue to get this lineup together and get a consistent starting 11, maybe we got a shot at getting in.
Yeah. Yeah, hopefully so. Yeah, we still have a lot of work to do, obviously, because, yes, that first half, not it, for sure. But anyway, thank you. Yeah, it's winnable. Yeah, it's true. Mm-hmm.
After this Toronto game, I think we have DC, Columbus, who's been struggling. Nagy's been out. They've been losing without him. We've been losing without him. So there's some definite chances that we have coming up here to get some points.
Agreed. And hopefully we do. But yeah, again, thank you so much for your time. We'll talk to you later.